Hey everyone, thanks for watching the Franchise Growth Show. I'm Joe Carter, founder of the Twin Flame Group and partner with the franchise consulting company. I don't want to pull you away from today's episode for too long, but before we get started, I wanted to share one quick idea that every founder and franchise operator should understand. Revenue is a byproduct. Value is the objective. At the Twin Flame Group, everything that we do is focused on building scalable, sellable businesses. Now let's get into today's episode.
There's many advantages in expanding through franchising. The first one is capital, right? Now you're going to be using other people's money to expand your business. First, they're going to pay you a one-time upfront franchise fee. Currently, that's between $50,000 to $60,000 typically. And that's just to join, be a part of your brand, get your training, have access to your systems. Then they pay for everything to get that branch location open. Equipment, real estate, whatever is required, they pay for that. So if I'm the franchisor, my only cost was whatever marketing dollars I spent to find this individual and award them a franchise. Of course, then there's some support costs after that. But that is the key thing about money. You're now using other people's money as opposed to your, as well as liability, to open up branch locations.
That's phenomenal. I've been talking and coaching and consulting founders for over 2 decades now. Most of them think that expansion means either more debt or dilution. But obviously through franchising, when done correctly, it leverages franchisee capital versus their own capital. I love it.
Absolutely. And the other advantages are, some of them are fairly obvious. One is, now you're working with vested owner operators running locations. So of course, they run these locations much more efficiently and profitably than employees would do. 3, lack of liability. The franchisee will have their own insurance, and you're even going to have them name you, the franchisor, additionally insured under their policy. Next, support. Because you're working with owner operators, it's more coaching and mentoring. So you're not getting bogged down in their daily issues with staff turnover and whatever else might be happening locally. So it's more enjoyable as a franchisor where you're coaching and mentoring, but it also means you don't need much of a staff. You can have quite a few franchisees that you're supporting with a very small support team.
Love it. Love it. What do the founders that you work with underestimate the most in terms of shifting from an operator in their small business to a franchisor?
Well, part of it is that now you are not the boss, right? You are really working with franchise partners. Now, there's a very strong franchise agreement and operations manual to help keep them compliant, but motivation now is much different. The people are not worried you're going to fire them if they don't perform. Now it is really working with them to motivate them to achieve the goals for both of you, what the franchisee wants and what you, the franchisor, would like to help them achieve.
Love it. Love it. That's where sometimes like an ego trip can tie people up a little bit. You no longer have to be the hero operator that's closing every deal. You got to become like an architect where you're helping instrumentalize the people and what they're doing in different markets to execute your playbook. I love it.
I think another thing, Joe, that people don't realize is in franchising, they have so many options. And once that door is opened up to a franchise candidate, he's going to learn about business models that he had no idea existed out there. So first off, most people looking for franchises have never owned a business before. The numbers vary, let's just say 70%. So they are now looking to buy their very first business. They're scared to death. Their spouse is worried about them leaving their job and health benefits. And often that means they came from a family that is not entrepreneurial. So the family members are thinking they're crazy. So they're trying to talk them out of it. And second of all, that means that you really have to have great systems and training in place to support these franchisees. They're scared to death. They've never run a business before, so they really rely on your systems. There's a saying that I love. It says, you do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems and processes that are in place. So that's what you're looking for. You're looking for franchisees that want to be part of a team that will follow processes and systems that help ensure their success, which is another reason why veterans make really good franchise candidates for a lot of brands.
Thanks again for watching this episode of the Franchise Growth Show. If you're a founder or a franchise operator who wants to build a scalable, sellable business, That is exactly what we do at the Twin Flame Group. Our focus is simple: build systems, increase EBITDA, and increase enterprise value. If you want to learn more, visit twinflametx.com or DM us on any of our social platforms, and we will see you at the next episode.